Big debate up and down the paddock as we are knocking on the door of the top 10. Do you race your own race, or do you try to make it difficult for your competitors? It's a question we are about to answer in round 22 to start off event 7 of the Marble Survival Tournament. Hey everybody, I'm Greg Woods. Look at that veritable minefield that we have of obstacles. Let's take a look at the official ones, though. The swatter gets us started higher up the course, leading to the bell carousel. Those flippers are poised, and they look like they are ready to send you right back into the clutches of the bell carousel. The clothespin snappers follow. The side sweepers. Locked and loaded is the fidget spinner masher. The ball-bearing bashers are ready to be released at what could be a pivotal point in the course, followed by the ball-bearing magnets. The popsicle barriers. The crazy chevron, also loaded and ready. And so too are our competitors. Just 11 remain. Sheet was the most recent to be eliminated, just in front of Saucer and Resi. Down they come with just 11 marbles. This course seeming a lot more voluminous than it actually is. Yellow was on the top side and got that priority lane, but is now falling backward in the order. Diego from Indigo Stars was in last spot, but as I say that, Dash assumes the position, needing to continue fighting throughout this course. It's a long racetrack. And as we see, several very crucial points that could come into play in the ensuing rounds. Ready for the first official obstacle of this race. And that is the swatter. It comes down, but does not really do too much. In the fight for the lead was Misty from the Hazers. Gets by cleanly. Nobody took a very heavy spin around the bell carousel quite yet, although a couple of hits at the end there came from Pinky Panther. Nobody's tripping the fidget spinner masher. I think the consensus among all of the competitors is let's see what this course is about before we get too tricky on each other. That is also a very important point right there, trying to decide which pathway do you take around that yellow section could make quite a difference. There goes one of the popsicle barriers came down, and it fed Hop right into the trigger and the brute that is the crazy chevron. Diego still well off the back of the field, is going to need a miracle at this point as Dash wins the round. Hop. Pinky Panther. Oh, this is within sight. The Midnight Wisps might have a chance here, and they do! Right at the end, getting by Wispy, Diego snatches advancement from the jaws of elimination. Those side sweepers, there was the impact from Hop. It actually moved that yellow piece of the track. And here was the crucial moment. Wispy having trouble on the top side. Diego finds a good seam down the middle and is already poised for that funnel entry. But by having to come from the side, Wispy was not in a good enough angle to squeeze through and instead gets eliminated. Dash wins round 22, and will start in that priority lane for round 23. Just 3 rounds in this particular event. Down we come. This to lock in 10th place in the Marble Survival Tournament. Hop and Misty swapping around at the back right now. Seesawing over those triangular blocks, forcing you to slalom. Hop in last. Bumps Misty. Also in the mix is Swax from the Bumblebees. Fudge from the Chocolatiers. Briefly looked in danger, but has now recovered very nicely. That's a dangerous game to play up front if you're a dash from the turtle sliders, bumping against the bell carousel, and now it's been triggered. There was a sportsman's agreement the first time down, but now, oh, that was a nice landing, stuck by that ball bearing from the clothespin snapper. Side sweepers are being released. Hop is having trouble. Misty as well. Gets through. Misty gaining ground slightly, but now mistake on the entry into that narrow section. Once again, the fidget spinner masher has not been triggered. It's a straight race down to the bottom. Here comes the crazy chevron. Not a lot of damage done, just to one single marble, and that was Diego. Hop. Nice bit of a cushion in front of Misty. Fudge wins the race. Jelle comes second. What can Hop do here? Trying to stay well in front of, we assume, Misty. Yes, there's Misty right there. And it is a foregone conclusion at this point. The final captain left in the Marble Survival Tournament finishes in 10th. Pivotal right there. That little shoulder aside that Hop did. Oh, that was Gnome getting on the wrong side of one of the other side sweepers. And wow, that was a potentially dangerous corner to get launched into from the crazy chevron. Misty has made it into the top 10, but only just, and that is all the farther that Marble will reach. Survival at this point has been a spectacle to watch. The stakes only getting higher as we're now in single digits remaining. Final round of this event. Fudge on the top side is released. Didn't get a great start, but does exit those semicircles rather quickly. In a head-to-head right now with Shimmer toward the front. Hop once again at the back. Diego, familiar back there as well. Pinky Panther gets moved aside. Those two blue flecked marbles, Diego and Gnome. Working their way down through this yellow portion. Anybody going to trip the swatter? Not among the top three. Down it comes. Heading over to the far side. A couple of collisions with the bell carousel. Now it goes. And for the most part, everybody gets through. That was well done. Pinky Panther, the recipient of one of the side sweepers. There goes the other one. And the fidget spinner masher has been released. Diego takes the brunt. One hit. Second hit goes to Dash from the turtle sliders, and they get by. Hop still off the back of the pack right now. Goes to the top side. As long as you can see your competitors by the time you enter that lower minefield, you've got a chance, but things are getting pretty desperate for Hop. A friendly swat from the crazy chevron goes Swax, sending that marble farther down. But Pinky Panther wins the race, guarantees priority lane next time. Great recovery for Diego to go up into second place. Here comes Hop with some speed, but loses out. Dash trying to get through that field, and does. And that seals Hop's fate. Cannot jump out of the way of elimination this time. Hop is eliminated in 9th place, and we are down to our top 8. There were those two hits. Shimmer also took a couple of whacks in there. That was a hard hit from that crazy chevron. Well, Hop made a race of it at the end, but had lost too much ground higher up on the course to bring it home safely. The Jungle Jumpers still proud of their teammate for finishing in 9th of 32 that started this tournament. Battered and bruised they are, but the finish line is in sight. After Event 7, from 9th on down, they are locked into their positions. Did your favorite make it to the top 8? Who do you believe will make it all the way to the end and win Season 2 of the Marble Survival Tournament? Boy, and we've got a big finale in store, rounds 25 through 32. Who will make it through an 8-round gauntlet? You'll have to stay tuned to find out.